You have an incurable disease and you only have 2 months to live. No. Someone stole your stereo. Your insurance policy lapsed?
What?
I've got it. You're being blackmailed by a beautiful but scheming woman.
I'm sorry, Julia. I'm not with you.
That's true, Steve, and you haven't been all evening.
I owe you an apology.
An explanation would be better.
Would you believe a bar?
You're hungover?
Bar, as in bar examinations, which I've got to start taking next Thursday.
Oh, are these your final exams?
Oh, I hope not. Final sounds so final.
Steve, if you're this worried, maybe you should have stayed home and studied.
Yeah, either that or taken a flash course in typing.
Why?
So I could type up my notes and then study them.
I can type them up for you.
No, I couldn't ask you to do all that work.
Oh, you're not asking. I'm volunteering.
Thanks. But you'd never be able to read my hen scratches.
Don't be so sure. I work for a doctor who makes hen scratches look like the Palmer method. Well, that takes care of one doubt.
How so?
The way the evening was going, I didn't know whether to expect a kiss or a handshake or a pat on the back.
Seniors, Baker, out!
The doctor will see you again in a week, Mr. Greenberg.
Okay.
Listen, how do you feel?
Outside of a blinding headache, so-so.
You're very lucky the wound wasn't any worse.
Listen, I'm lucky to have any head at all.
What do you mean?
The mood Shagley's in, he could have bit it off.
Oh.
Baker. Baker, get me the...
Fudge, doctor?
Please, I do not accept bribes.
Just trying to sweeten you a little, doctor. You know, your bedside manner is hardly a comfort to our patients.
Yes, I suppose I am not my usual delightful self today.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Yes, you can get me fired as chairman of the Inner City Clinic Benefit Ball.
Well, what seems to be the problem?
Let me put it this way. Who is going to pay $10 a ticket to see my card tricks and the Tortoni brothers?
The Tortoni brothers.
They're those twins in shipping. They stand on each other's heads.
Is that all there is on the entertainment program?
I don't even have them. All I've got so far is a guy in the insurance department who does a dog act without a dog.
Oh, doctor, it can't be all that bad. You must have some music, haven't you?
Oh, that I have. 4 physicists and a systems engineer formed a new group just for the occasion.
Oh, that sounds groovy.
Oh, it is. You see, all their music is composed by computer.
Oh.
Look, you know, what we need to sell tickets for the clinic is a name with marquee value, a Milton Berle, a Dean Martin, or a Johnny Carson.
Yes. Can you get one of those?
No.
Oh. Well, how about a Harry Belafonte or Sammy Davis or Flip Wilson?
Yes, can you get them?
No.
Well, then why did you mention them?
Well, I just thought I'd give my group equal time.
Listen, if we don't raise money for that clinic, the inner city is likely to be without one this time next month. Do you find that funny, Mrs. Baker?
Oh, I'm sorry, Doctor. Here, I'll buy 2 tickets, even if the only performers who show up are the Tortoni brothers and you. It's open, Marie.
Here, I brought your cookbook back. That recipe... What are you doing? typing Corey's homework for him?
No, Steve's. Some notes he needs to cram for his bar exams next week.
And you're typing them for him?
That's what I'm doing.
Good thinking.
Oh? And what's that supposed to mean?
Oh, nothing. You clever kid, you.
Marie Wagadorn, if you're implying that I'm trying to score points with Steve Bruce, let me assure you I don't need my little old typewriter for that.
Of course you don't. Who said I was implying anything?
Well, all right then, well.
Well, I guess I better get back downstairs and leave you with it. I wouldn't want you not to finish Steve's work. Night.
Night.
You clever kid, you.
That's all right, Roberta.
No, it isn't, because when I'm late, you're late. And who knows? A patient's life may be hanging in the balance.
Oh, Roberta, I work at a company clinic, not the receiving room of General Hospital. Now, Corey's downstairs with Earl. He's going to school today with Mrs. Wagadorn.
Check.
He has a dental appointment after school, and I left the address on the kitchen table.
Check.
And you'll find something else on the kitchen table for you.
My check?
Check.
Mrs. Baker, I'd like to tell you why I was late this morning.
Oh, that's really not necessary.
I know, but I feel better about it. See, I went to this real swinging party last night, and before I knew it, it was 2 a.m., and I didn't get to bed until 3, and believe me, I was really beat.
Well, I understand. Goodbye now.
The only person who could have been more beat than me was Steve Bruce.
You mean Steve Bruce was at this swinging affair you went to last night?
Right on, and dancing like there was no tomorrow.
I don't suppose you noticed who he was dancing with.
Some real cute girl, I don't know who she was. Wow, did you fill this all up last night?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I did.
Boy, you could have been writing your biography.
I should have been writing Steve Bruce's obituary.
Morning, Doctor. Julia.
Mr. Bruce, if you insist on being so cheerful, have the decency to keep it to yourself.
I won't bother you long, Doc. I'm just here to make a pickup.
That's funny. I thought you two knew each other.
Oh, that's what I thought. Aside from your strange, marginal doodling, I think you'll find your notes are accurately transcribed.
Great. Beautiful. Just thanking you doesn't seem to make it.
How about a gold star?
That must have been a long night's work.
It was. But I think I learned something.
Oh, yeah? About the law of torts?
No, about the law of diminishing returns.
I've got a weird feeling I'm at the wrong end of a communications gap. Anyway, I do appreciate the assist. See you Friday night? We do have a date, right?
Are you sure you want to go through with it?
I wouldn't miss your boss's benefit ball for anything. Expecting a big crowd, Doc?
Well, counting the ticket collector, we should have enough for 2 tables of bridge. What'd he do? Stand you up, sell you out, let you down, or take you in?
Was I that obvious?
Listen, if you'd have been any colder, I'd be treating him for frostbite.
Oh, good.
Gloria.
Oh, boy.
Gloria.
This program isn't by any chance disturbing you, is it?
Not exactly.
Gloria.
It's a pretty dumb show.
Everybody's a critic.
Gloria.
Why don't you go to your room and read then?
It's more fun watching and reading at the same time.
Then don't complain.
Gloria.
Besides, it's time you
Time I what?
answered the door.
Gloria. Gloria.
Hi, Earl.
Gloria.
Hi, Marie. Am I disturbing you?
No. Just watching some dumb TV show.
Told ya.
You, Bath, Move.
Yikes, bath. One of these days you'll find me floating in the bottom of the bathtub, all croaked up and everything. And boy, will you be sorry.
Want to bet? Out. Right now. Hey, is that the dress you're wearing to the inner city clinic ball Friday night?
Yeah. Isn't it pretty?
Dreamy. Are you still going with Steve?
I suppose so.
Well, I thought you were still upset about all the work you did for him.
I am.
I think you have every right to be indignant.
You do?
I'd be furious. I think he was inconsiderate, selfish, and mean.
Oh, well, now, that might be going a bit far. After all, I just assumed that he'd be at home cracking the books while I was slaving over his typing.
Oh. Well, come to think of it, you did volunteer, so what are you so sore about?
Marie Wagador, are you taking Steve's side against me?
I don't think I can answer that till I find out what side you're on.
I think I'm angrier with myself than I am with Steve. On the other hand, if I weren't angry with Steve in the first place, I wouldn't be angry with myself in the second place. Doctor! Well, how did your meeting go with Mr. Brockmeyer?
An accurate account of any confrontation with Otto Brockmeyer is something that no gentleman would describe to a lady. Any calls while I was out?
Just one, a Mr. Hope.
Which Mr. Hope?
He didn't say. How many Mr. Hopes do you know?
Well, there's Bob.
Bob Hope? The Bob Hope?
Is that so surprising? I saved his life once in the Pacific.
Doctor, you never told me Bob Hope had been your patient.
No, he wasn't. One of his gag riders was sick. What's he calling me for now?
An appointment. I took the liberty of telling him you'd be free at 2. He'll be here then.
Thank you, Julia. Bob Hope, huh? I think I see a dim light at the end of a long, dark tunnel called the Inner City Charity Ball.
There we are, Mary.
Oh, excuse me, is this,
Bob Hope, one of my favorite things.
things?
Good afternoon, Mr. Hope. Dr. Chegley is expecting you.
Oh, Bob, do you have a pen?
Oh, do you want me to autograph your cast?
No. I want to sign my accident report.
I lose more pens that way.
I'll tell the doctor you're here, Mr. Hope.
Oh, before you do, will you do me a favor and take my pulse?
Certainly.
I just want to know if a pretty nurse can still make it race.
Thank you. There's no danger.
Really? Well, then why do I have to pound on my chest every morning to get my heart started? Tell me, how long have you worked for that old sea dog in there?
Oh, I've been with Doctor about 3 years now.
Is he still the same busy man he was when I knew him in Okinawa? An executive officer in the Navy with a big desk under his feet?
Doctor doesn't have much time to sit around these days.
Well, at least his nurse is a lot more attractive than the one he had in the Pacific.
Oh, was she the one from Okinawa?
No, he was a Marine from Oklahoma.
Excuse me. Mr. Hope has arrived, Doctor. And he's the same old Bob Hope.
Splendid, Mrs. Baker. Please ask him to come in.
Are you sure that's the same Morton Chegley?
Yes, why?
Well, you must have a salubrious effect on him, Mrs. Baker. From the sound of his voice, the old salt's changed since he got out of uniform.
Well, don't worry. In the right mood, he can still steam the paint off the wall with his language.
Oh, fine. We'll stand by with some plasma. I'm a bleeder.
And don't worry. I'll get your pen for you.
Oh, it only costs 19 cents. She can have it for a quarter.
Isn't he adorable? Julia, do you have change for $1?
Well, Bob, it's great to see you again. It's been a long while.
Much too long, Mort. How's your golf?
Well, if I could swap my golf score with my bowling score, I'd be a pro at both games. Come on, sit down. Tell me, what can I do for you?
You're sure I'm not imposing on your time?
No, don't give it a thought, Bob. I've got all the time in the world. That's the least I can do.
Well, I must say age has certainly mellowed you. I can remember when your idea of geniality was to use an anesthetic during surgery.
Oh, that's very funny, Bob. You know, I can see why everybody regards you as such a great comedian.
It wasn't that funny.
I guess I'm just easily amused. Here, jelly bean?
No, never touch him.
Oh.
Wait. Dolores loves him.
Well, what else can I do for you?
Well, I suppose you know that I devote some time to the Eisenhower Memorial Hospital in Palm Springs.
Well, that's quite a place from what I hear.
Yeah, you hear correctly. And if I hear correctly, you're on the board of the Astrospace Foundation, which is about to award a large grant for medical research.
Now, don't tell me that you're trying to lay your widescreen cinemascope living color charm on me to use some influence in getting that grant for your hospital.
Only if you're completely satisfied that we can put it to the best possible use.
Of course. Well, I'll be glad to do everything I can, Bob. You can count on it.
We can?
Yep.
Oh, this is too easy.
There's just one little thing, though.
It's not too easy.
Next Friday night, you must let me buy you dinner.
You buy me dinner? What's the catch?
Oh, it's no catch. It's just the annual inner-city charity ball. I'm the chairman this year, and it wouldn't be right for me not to pick up our Master of Ceremonies check, now would it?
Mort, I want to thank you.
What for?
You've restored my faith in your devious character. I might as well try to get even right now.
You look lovely.
Thank you, so do you.
You both look lovely. Thank you, Roberta. We ought to have a ball at the ball tonight.
I guess.
English translation, she's still mad at Steve.
Hi, Mrs. Baker.
Hi, Kim.
Oh, hi, Marie. Kim, you remember Roberta?
She's going to take care of you tonight, Kim.
Am I going to sleep here?
No, she's going to take you downstairs and put you to bed there.
Okay. I like you, Roberta.
Groovy. Well, have fun, all of you. With the practice you had at the dance last week, you ought to be in great shape tonight.
Night-night.
Night-night.
Well, I better hie myself downstairs and help Leonard with his bow tie. He's so clumsy.
That dance I was at last week, Roberta was there too?
That's right.
And she saw me and told you about it.
Right again.
And that's why I've been getting coded messages from the polar ice cap all week. How about an explanation?
Oh, that's not necessary.
Well, I think it is, because that's why you're uptight. I've got the picture. Woman working her head off, man dancing his feet off. Trouble is, you're convicting me on circumstantial evidence.
The facts are pretty clear.
Yeah, assuming you've got all of them. Now, it is a fact that I went to a party. And it's a further fact that I was accompanied by a lovely young lady who happens to be a classmate of mine, as well as a soul sister with a brain.
Mm-hmm.
Fact 3. It was her suggestion that we attend the party because A, it was sponsored by the Bar Association, and B, it was attended by a lot of important attorneys who are always on the lookout for bright young legal talent. Julia, as soon as I pass my bar exams, people are going to have to know who Steve Bruce is. And we were just out there breaking a little ground. The defense rests.
Oh. I guess I should have asked. Then there wouldn't be this stupid misunderstanding.
I vote for more stupid misunderstandings.
Oh, good morning, Doctor. Congratulations.
What for? I never miss.
No, I was referring to the ball Friday night. It was a smash, and Bob Hope was merely sensational.
Hoorah.
Really? I would think you'd be crowing instead of grousing.
Why? Because the ball was a sellout? Because they made more money for the inner city clinic than ever before in history?
You make it sound as though tragedy is struck.
I'm not speaking about tragedy, Baker. I'm speaking of human ingratitude.
I am sure everyone appreciates what you've done as chairman of the committee.
Oh, really? Well, if they're so filled with appreciation and gratitude, how come they stuck me with the same job for another year? It's not funny, Baker. It's not funny. It's not a bit...